Starting the stream. Welcome everyone to Oxygen Not Included. This is just a little fun game that I have dabbled a little bit in, but today I am hoping to make some decent progress and maybe try to make a sustainable environment. Is that likely? Not really, but let's see. Let's just give everyone a couple of rerolls. Okay, well, we don't need... Okay, nighttime. Can't really do construction. Let's not get narcolepsy. That seems like a bad idea. Oh, okay. I don't think we really need that to begin with. Sure. Immune to food poisoning, that could be good. Okay, so we have created... Yeah, I think that should be good enough. The name of our colony is Timeline. Okay, we've got things paused here real quick. Yeah, let's just dig all that out, actually. Because that's a bunch of copper, and we'll want that. 2 big pools of water there. We got a pool of water up here. Let's see. We'll at least clean that out. We do have all the carbon dioxide right here, and this is just not really what we want. I mean, there is some oxygen generation here, but we want to try to avoid the CO2 for as long as we can, at least until we can get some algae going. But yeah, I think we'll just let these guys do their thing for a second here. Okay. We're gonna want some floor tiling. Get that all going. Where do we want to put our ladder? Well, we want at least 2 of them for inside the base, so we can have like 3 subsections. The water being at the layer it is kind of awkward. Let's see, can we... I wish there was like a measuring tape, right? But there's not. I guess. Oop. Yeah, that could work. We'll just let them do their thing for now. I do need to get like an outhouse and stuff going pretty much immediately. I don't know if I'm gonna have... Okay, I'm not going to have the room with what I've got so far, so I might need to actually push this out again. Sorry. Should have planned this out before actually starting all this. Meaning I'll need to deconstruct that. Put that these back in. So if that didn't work, if we put it like, let's say here, and that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Now if we do it like that, this should give us enough room that when we put we can actually fit 3 outhouses. And then we can put some wash basins there. I do want to kind of... can you turn the mic up or talk a little louder because the game is louder than you? I can mess with the game volume a little bit here. Audio. Master, we'll just drop everything down about 60%. Is that a little bit better? I can also just turn up the volume knob on my mic. I don't really know if that actually does anything though. But this looks pretty good. I do want to try... we're going to not worry about any of that. We'll cancel that. So they'll get all this going. I do need to actually tell them to dig all this out. And then put in a pitcher for at least the time being. Oh yeah, we need to look at everyone's prioritize things that they actually enjoy doing. So yeah. Apparently they deem this as a better use of their time, of which I do not disagree. Oh, right. Doors. How are we looking down here? Just barely breathable. Okay. Sir, you're not supposed to be down there. I need to put this as like a... priority 9 kind of thing, because otherwise he will absolutely drown. Okay, cool. And the carbon dioxide is... kind of just everywhere. Let's So how big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 across. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it is a little bigger than it necessarily needs to be. But that's fine. I don't know why y'all are all standing down there. Schedule. Y'all are actually only get one thing of downtime for a while. We're kind of in the very beginning. I am going to make some ladderways all the way down here, and then I'm going to attempt to get all this dug out, make like a big reservoir area. And then eventually we'll connect this. Oh, hey, it's a hatch. Can I... Hopefully that works. Otherwise, I don't quite know how to mute these notifications. That's better. The mic, I mean. Cool. I don't know why y'all are... Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I need to mute server. Okay, cool. Colony requires a food source. Okay, well that's also going to require that, well, I guess they essentially stop doing whatever they're doing and work on all the shenanigans up here. Why are you still going down here, sir? Oh, and no one has beds still. Do we scrap this entire playthrough and do a different one? Because we are kind of in a very awkward situation where I guess there is some oxygen here, but we are going to run into an issue though of... So I'm going to put that there, going to put that there. Run this across the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put that there. Pneumatic doors as well as cots. Does this count as a bathroom yet? It does. Cool. Okay, well, at least we got enough cots down for everyone to actually take a nap. Take that as a win. Okay, as for diagnostics, we want to see breathability, food, max stress, and I guess battery. Yeah, make sure everything's sanitized. Any of y'all have... Nope, no skills. Cool. Got a blossom seed. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Oh, we got a new blueprint. We can get a loner, a noctophobic. This duplicate will imagine scary shapes in the dark all night if no one leaves the night on or a light on. Interesting. So you just have a lot of bad. You can't do construction, or at least you really don't want to. You will output natural gas. Wow, y'all are actually kind of just all terrible. I'm gonna reject all this. Anyways, gonna do that, gonna do that. And then we're gonna run this over here and get one of these going. I will eventually have to make a contamination pit, essentially, for all the bad water. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with this water pit anymore. I guess I got kind of sidetracked. So I have like 2 internal ladders. And then at some point I plan on making this a, like, what do you call it? I'm going to put some airlock doors on the outside so that nothing can kind of get in or out. And so hopefully I'll be able to have like a contained system on the inside where I can cycle carbon dioxide that I push out into like my oxygen farm essentially, and then have it cycle back in through some like air vents. Check everyone's priorities again. Doctoring, decorating, both do farming, one does ranching. Okay, so you prefer building. Stinky, which one are you? This guy. Okay. I am gonna have to build. Let's see. I can put a pitcher pump right here. And a couple of ladders going across so they can kind of actually get all this stuff up here. I don't think we have to worry about food just yet. But once we do. Actually, how are we looking on oxygen? Up top, completely fine. We're okay in these two. Then hopefully carbon dioxide will start to sink down as we continue to build. Now for this water source up here, I'm probably just going to leave it alone. Okay, I got that pneumatic door. Oh, we've got 2 more waters down here. Interesting. I don't think it's worth digging all the way down here and funneling it all in, though. At least not for now. That's just uranium. Okay. Where is the germ overlay? So we can't push too hard to the left or to the right, but we can go straight up and straight down. And I think up is the way. Ooh, that was a jitter. Okay, well, I think I know what I'm going to put here. That's going to be my research stations. And once we have a research station that's got power and all that, then I can start progressing. Alright, research. First thing we're going to hit is basic farming, because that is a big necessity, at least for kind of my thought, where I can get some algae. Okay, you're just hungry. You need to eat some food, actually. Oh. No wonder they were focusing so heavily on that. What in the world? Oops. I was wondering why that was taking such a high priority, and now I know. Alright. Got planter boxes, we've got compost, and then we have these algae farms. This is exactly what I was hoping for. As for the compost, don't quite know where to put you yet. We'll put you just kind of over. Okay. We'll put you over here. Next research is going to be into there's water pumps, there's ventilation, interior decorating. Upgrade our sanitation or our air systems. Got some pharmacies. Upgrade our batteries next, I think is a good idea. Ah, okay, so apparently they cannot be placed on that. Oh, this one's gonna be smaller than the others. That's annoying. Okay, well, we're gonna put kind of all this to a priority of 7, so hopefully that'll actually get us some oxygen flow. Oh, that's what I was actually thinking, is that I need to get, where is it? Yeah, these airflow tiles. I need to get those instead of the mesh tiles, because those allow both gas and liquid through. And I've had it on more than one occasion where my duplicants decided they didn't want to use the restroom and just pee directly on the floor. And then I guess I will focus on airlocks next once all that research is done. Okay, I guess I can give y'all a little bit of your downtime back. Hopefully there's enough oxygen here for y'all to sleep okay. It looks like it, and somehow this poor bug got stuck in the door itself. Oh, Stinky earned a skill point. We can get either improved construction or art fundamentalist. I think we're going to go with improved construction. There's no way that I haven't collected, like, any algae, right? Okay. Cool, now these can start producing a little bit of oxygen. And hopefully the oxygen will rise and the carbon dioxide will fall. We also have rations and planter boxes. Do you have... I guess medicine's a good thing to have. It's not super niche as of this moment, but definitely can use it. Okay, next up, airflow tiles. How's it chilly? It's 74 degrees. Also, you can see they've started to help with the oxygen issues. Dang, I knew it. Bliss burst seeds. Interesting. We can get improves medicine, improves excavation, but he has a smaller bladder. Food poisoning, improved excavation, and gets good. Or we can get nutrient bars. Interesting. Can't do doctoring errands, which is fine. The +7 to piloting doesn't do me a whole lot of good. Let's grab some Bliss Burst seeds, actually. Okay, so let's see. Bliss Burst. It's a succulent in the genus yada yada yada. It is a hardy plant well suited for beginner gardeners. Temperature is 20 to 50 degrees Celsius. Air pressure, oxygen, polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide. Okay, so I'm assuming these are really just supposed to be like a decorative thing, right? Yeah, it's a decorative plant. Dang it. Okay, we got... Gonna put down 2 jumbo batteries. Link them up. Okay, research is complete. So what does that give us? All the gas. So if I wanted to, I can pump... what's wrong with decorative plants? Nothing in particular. I was more hoping that decorative plants would be useful in the way of just... how do I explain this? I can farm them. That's the word I'm looking for. Good thing everyone gets their own personal toilet. At least for the time being. So a lot of the carbon dioxide is slowly just kind of cycling in down here and then being worked on. These are going to get pretty full here sooner rather than later. So I do need to get the pit done. Oh, that's why no one's doing it. Piece of sand fell, it looks like. So do I just need to dig you out? Is there a ladder underneath that? But mesh tiles would not be bad for this particular endeavor. Let's see, we're gonna make this, I guess, just as deep. Then we'll start with like the top 2 layers. Yeah, charging up these batteries is definitely a good idea. Yeah, the breathability is fluctuating at around 50%. Okay. Ventilation, plumbing, airflow, manual airlocks. Now this is what I wanted. I know this does like absolutely nothing right now, but there's a thought. Should I get rid of this ladder? Yeah, because they can get to it from where they're at. No research focus selected. Where is the other tile type? Ah, here we go, mesh. So we're going to cancel that one, and then we're going to make this an airflow tile. airlock. Jeez, this takes forever. Another manual airlock. Oh, because the airlock isn't in yet, it still counts like all of this for the room. So I guess each one is about 40 blocks big, which isn't bad. I don't know how this room is 256 tiles. Oh, because it's counting. Oh no, it shouldn't be. Okay, so let's look at the oxygen here. It's still getting stuck because we haven't actually finished those ones yet, but at least this is all flowing through. And since we keep digging all this out, it keeps dropping lower, which is exactly what we want. I know I should probably get ahead on like the whole food processing thing, but I don't want to have to go up because of all this carbon dioxide here. Come on, the one place that actually needs the airflow tiles is not getting the attention it needs. Also, I think I can deconstruct this as well. You know what? Now we're just going to cancel that. Yep. There's all that polluted water. So I do want to get all this polluted water out of here, because it does produce polluted oxygen, which is something we do not want. And this is why we have the airlocks. No, it's already started. Okay, so priority is going to be this. And I guess... Okay, so we're going to make that a 9, that an 8. So they're going to mine that out. And then they're going to start moving all these kilograms of polluted water. Okay, we do not have a research focus. Let's do filtration. Yep, polluted oxygen is starting to go throughout the entire base. So what I might end up doing is putting them on yellow alert and just forcing them to move it all. Okay, so what do we got? We've got sinks, we've got all the liquid pumps, we've got the mesh tile. Yeah, if only. They're eepy. Oh, they all put like their hats on the ground and stuff too. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that real quick actually. Apparently they are the only person who cares about this, so we will just put it back to 8. Hello, Mr. Generic Name. That is quite the name. Welcome to the stream. Oh, okay, we had an attribute increase. You made it yourself? I could have never guessed. Well, welcome to the stream. Glad you stopped by. Now, if you are like a longtime player of, you know, Oxygen Not Included, and everything I'm doing is just absolute sacrilege, let me know, because I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I've maybe watched one playthrough. So. Dude, that's half the fun, not knowing anything. Yeah, that's fair. I do not have the required research station for that, so I guess that's what I'll work on next, is actually getting the advanced research. I'm trying to make a giant, like, contamination bowl bucket thing. Happy to help or happy to watch everything slowly burn. Either way, it's entertaining. Yeah, no, that is probably how things are gonna go. If I had to take a wild guess. I do know how to make like priorities and how to like mess with the schedule. Generally, I don't touch it though, because I really have no necessarily, I guess, need for it yet. A lot of times when I do their skills, it's just stuff that they enjoy doing, which is probably not the correct way to do it, but it'll work. New prints are available. Alright, what do we got? Blossom seeds, 2,000 kilograms of water. We have a germ resistant or super hard digging. Okay, so you are kind of what I've actually been waiting for. So we're going to get you a cot real quick. Priorities for you is going to be digging. And pretty much digging alone. Going into your skills. I don't know what hazmat digging is, but oh, you do grilling. That's actually going to be super useful. But for the time being, we're just going to put you on super hard digging. Now, I don't know if super hard digging affects the other two. Like, I don't know if, like, if she wears this hat, she is able to dig through all three or not. That is something you believe not. Okay, so... but I'm not confident. Food has decayed. That's not good. What meat did I have? I don't think I've killed anything. Okay. Well, I'm just going to let them do their thing. Yeah, so it looks like no one in the colony has the hard digging skill, which means I guess that's what you're going to get first. Got about 10,000 calories left. Insufficient oxygen generation. I have 4 people. How? You know, for now, I'm just going to leave it as is. What are you using for oxygen? For now, just some algae terrariums. They get rid of the carbon dioxide as well as produce oxygen, which is the big reason I'm using them. But I definitely should get like some sort of oxygen diffuser. Converts large amounts of algae into oxygen. Speeds up the conversion of polluted air into polluted oxygen. I don't necessarily want to do that though. And I don't know if plants also kind of work that way. So like anything that you farm. But we'll see. The music in this game is an absolute bop, though. Yeah, so all this polluted oxygen out here. I don't know why the beds were showing up like that's an issue. One or more duplicants can't reach their beds. Oh, because of all the digging they're doing. Okay, the next 4 almost ready. So we need mesh tile there, a bunch of normal tiles there, and then for plumbing, nope. Bottle emptier, flip it over. That should be good. Now I will want to try to like sweep all that up And I guess I can... I actually have no idea where the storage containers are. Oh, they're right here. Durr. Break time. Oh, I need to give these guys a break room. Well, I guess I know what's going here then. Okay, I do not actually have access to the break room quite yet. Where is table? Ah, here we go. Not quite sure why I am drowning my poor... I say drowning, I'm technically suffocating my poor duplicates. But I think they deserve it. Actually, we're going to cancel dig orders here and let them do this wall. No research focus. Do agriculture next. Holy cow. And then we'll just make a mess of tables there. Okay. I know we're missing a research station. I'm trying to get it built right now. I'd like for these walls to be built. Yeah, all this carbon dioxide is making me kind of nervous. We're gonna boost the priority of this here. Okay. Well. Everyone's napping. Let's see. How much algae do I have? Fertilizer, coal, dirt, algae. Roughly 2,000 kilograms. Okay. So I probably could actually run at least one oxygen diffuser. Where to put it? Where to put it? I guess it would make sense to put it in here so they can actually, you know, breathe and all that. Okay, there we go. So now we can dig all that out. Let's look at everyone's priorities real quick. I don't think I have an Atmos suit. Okay, that's so odd. Whatever. How are things going down here? Almost ready. Okay, now I just need to priority 9, all this junk down here. And then once that's all picked up, I'll turn it on. Let's see. How are things going? They are having to make quite the trek to get over to the storage bins, but I think that's fine. New printables are available. Let's see what we got. Early bird, constructions, nighttime, aloe vera seeds. I don't really need any of this. And to be honest, I would be completely overcooked on my oxygen generation. Come on, I believe in y'all. You gotta be kidding me. There's like 1 point left on that, ain't there? Yep, of course there is. How's progress? It's progress. I mean, we're slowly being filled with carbon dioxide, but hopefully with the oxygen diffuser that will be less of an issue. Toilet needs to be pumped, but I think we'll be fine. Okay, there we go. No research. What do we want to do? We can have smart storage, brute force refinement, artificial friends. We can do some distillation. Insulated pipes. I think we do decontamination next. Get all the polluted oxygen out of my base. Actually, can I bump up? Yeah, I can. Not that anyone's actually going to use it quite yet. Okay, I might start replacing some of the bathroom stuff with that of like maybe a sink. And a lavatory. So we'll start by infinite bathroom time. Do what? What do you mean by infinite bathroom? Never mind, lol. Okay. It's a thing. I believe it. I know there's a way to like generate like an infinitely negative heat, so like it gets super cold essentially. I've not heard of the infinite bathroom though. Okay, they're almost done. These guys have been picking up scraps for days. Basically, you turn the polluted water from the toilets back into clean water and use it again. See, I tried that once, but because the water was contaminated, it just made hatch a new critter morph. What? What critter? It's gotta be up here, right? Like this dude. No, I don't see anything. Okay. But like I was saying, because the water is contaminated with germs and things of that nature, it was becoming infinitely more laden. So I wasn't really able to do anything. So I don't really know the disinfection capabilities. I know you can like spray with a water bottle, but I don't think that works on the water. So yeah, you can only use the germy water in the toilets again. You can't use it for food or anything. Oh, I see. Okay. So you need like a separate water tank that is used only within the toilet system. Somehow you can wash your hands in germy water and be fine. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the soap. Who knows? I now have absolutely no food. That's not good. So we're going to set you to forever. Gross. Yeah, it'll be fine. Stinky's earned a skill point. Let's go. Improve construction. Camille, you got field research. Alright, let us continue. Research. Yeah, we can just start on the hazmat setups, actually. Okay, I might need to decrease the priority of things in here. Because otherwise, we're going to have issues with things like toilets. I don't really want that. Yeah, that's not good. And now they're going to spend the next, like, 3 hours plunging these things. Yep, and we have no food. That's not good. And all the toilets are out of order. We love. Okay, so before all heck breaks loose, I am going to have to... Sorry guys, this is gonna suck, but... The sooner you get these plunged, the sooner y'all can actually go to sleep. Okay. Y'all are just gonna have to be tired. Schedule, bedtime, put that back. Actually, what I might do is scoot everything over one. And I guess we can enable this building. So polluted oxygen, it's breathable, yada yada yada. Oh no, did we break into some of the slime areas? No, okay, so this is just natural. Okay. Polluted oxygen, temperature, specific heat, thermal conductivity. Okay, so I think the polluted oxygen is just because everyone has yucky lungs. Hey man, I'm trying. Okay, we do have a deodorizer. So we're gonna put just a couple across the area and hope that helps. You know, I might as well just wire up the entire base while I'm here. Did I mess up your schedule? No. Okay. New printables are available. Yeah, no, don't need any of that. Okay, well, I really don't want to have to do this quite yet, but I am going to have to... One, two, three, four. Do manual airlocks, and then dig. Alright, I need to cancel those and do airflow tiles instead. There we go. Oh no. I need to get some fuel generation going. Or at least some energy generation, jeez. Yeah, no, we're gonna make sure this is... Yeah, because I need more rooms to do doctory stuff with. Okay, hold on. So we need to reduce some priorities here, but we do need these to like actually do their job. So please fill them. Dang, those balls of polluted water are off-gassing like crazy. Yeah, I would really like them out of here, but even with max priority, no one really wants to seem to do it. But hopefully with the 3 deodorizers, something will happen. What's the priority on the pump? Like 8, 7, something like that. I think it's the fact that I don't have anyone with priority for specifically supplying. So that might be something I do. Check the errand list on the pump. Oop. Errand. It's 1839 and somewhere between 130 and 140. Yeah, between that and having sick, might be a tidying task. It might be. Priorities. Oop. We'll see what happens tomorrow. So whenever you see the like food poisoning 200,000 germs, is that them getting rid of it or them gaining that many germs? I'm assuming gaining. Check the germ overlay, should show you. Where are you at, germ? I'm not seeing nothing. But I guess I'll have to check one of these guys whenever they actually use the restroom. Oh, this dude. Get him. I think he'll also produce a bunch of polluted oxygen as well. Okay, now I gotta remember, what do I need for a hospital? Medical equipment, a toilet, dining table. Okay, so which do you count as medical equipment? You do. Yeah, it looks like it is now. So we got this, said it needed a toilet as well as a dining table, which is furniture, I'm assuming. Yes, okay. And then we're also going to get is it medicine? For a wash basin. Okay, people are actually moving it. Yay! Okay, it looks like it's mostly normal oxygen now. That's good. I'm not quite sure how the game wants me to cut the long commutes, because like this is the best I can do, at least as far as I'm aware of. I do need to get some fuel generation going, though. I don't really want to put a coal... Okay, so there is one way to do it. Is it just, like, lock certain people within certain areas? Have, like, a duplicate per layer kind of thing? You install a mod that removes the long commutes notification because... I see, of course. We do need airflow tiles here, though. Pardon your French. Of course. We all speak a little French. It's okay. Is there a way to mute this? No. I think your rule said no swearing. Nah, you're good. I think it was more along the lines of slurs. I might have to actually go back in and look at my own rules because I don't remember. I set that up almost a year ago at this point, actually. Holy cow. Everyone's taking a nap except Camille here. Food, we got refrigerators. What do we got in the furniture? I believe if I put some of these in the corners, yeah, I have the mod to remove long commutes. It's the most useless notification. I 100% believe that because you get it practically 24/7. I don't have any other abilities quite yet. Okay. Oh, and these guys do better under light. I forgot about that. We'll try that and see if that works. How are we looking? Okay. Everything seems to be fine. I wonder if there's a flow tile that is specifically water one way. I don't see anything. Yeah, because it doesn't obstruct liquid or gas flow. Yeah, but I'm looking for one that only lets liquid through. And I don't think I'm going to find that. Because then I could try to contain all the polluted oxygen just down there. And I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, things are looking much better now. A lot less polluted oxygen. You can put a deodorizer near the top, though. You're 100% right. So what I might end up doing is deconstructing this one. Can I put it there? Is that going to let me? Yes, it will. Cool. And then running some power up to it. Attribute increased. Cool. I wish these would get mined. But I'm going to take a wild stab and say that these are probably something that needs... No, they don't need anything in particular, so I don't know why no one's doing them. Okay, let's look at priorities. I think we can bump down the priorities of those a little bit. But yeah, for now, this should be good. Oh, you earned a skill point. We'll get super hard digging for you. So you will just be the digger. I'm glad at least someone's keeping up with moving it all outside. Sounds like someone else. Oh, nope, new printables. Alright. A radiation eater. This duplicate eats radiation for breakfast and dinner? Caregiver increases medicine, decreases strength. Oh, I read innately stylish and then increased doctor. And I was like, what does that have to do with doctoring? But okay. I find it funny that they have a +4 to medicine and then a -3 to medicine on top of that. We love. We're going to take the bristleberry. Okay, so that's been all mined out. Now I can put back... what's my food source? Right now it is one dude with the micro musher. Because I have been so busy doing everything else right now. So that's what I'm kind of hoping to use up here for. Maybe make it into a big, like, farm area. See, I don't... Are you breathable? I'm so confused. Can deliver... Yada yada, accelerating growth. I think I'm just going to stick with the normal planter boxes. Okay, can we please just get that finished up? No, of course not. Okay, so let's... Oh, I think... I think these two just ate them. Wow, okay. Lovely. Well, I guess it's gonna be mealwood then. And I don't know if I should place them like further down because they generate oxygen or anything of that nature and convert carbon dioxide. Meal lice, flavorless gland that almost never wriggles on its own. Yada yada yada. Mealwood. Max radiations, life cycle, 3 cycles, temperature, air pressure, atmosphere. Effects, it just produces meal lice and some decor. Okay, so it does not appear to consume oxygen or carbon dioxide to produce either. Which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. What are you working on right now? Improved ventilation. Sure. It just needs to be an oxygen or CO2. It doesn't make any. Yeah. I was hoping it would make oxygen out of CO2, which was why I was kind of worried about putting it up here. But it seems to be alright. Refinement. Uses polluted water and phosphorite to produce fertilizer. I don't have any phosphorite, I don't think. Resources, see all. Yeah, okay. Oxyferns and aloe vera. Wait, aloe vera produces oxygen? No! I think I passed up on aloe vera a couple of cycles ago. Dang it. Okay, well. Alvervias. Okay, maybe not aloe vera. Come on. I believe. I think aloe vera needs ice, though, not water. I see. Yes. Okay. Priority 9. Oh, I could probably set up an interesting system where I have like a liquid pump that pumps from the very bottom, right? So actually, hold on, we're gonna do this real quick. So if you have like a liquid pump that pumps from the very bottom of this system, and it's going to get pushed directly into a liquid filter. I can't overlap them. That stinks. And in doing so, I would have this thing output clean water. That would then go into the... where is it? There we go. So this would then be clean water that, although polluted, I could still use for all my bathroom stuff. Yeah, we'd have it go there instead. So, get rid of those. That filter is for filtering types of water from each other. Yes. Will it not do, like, polluted water from... So it won't do polluted water from normal water. It'll just do all kinds of water from, like, oil. Are you trying to turn polluted water into water? Yes. I think there's a thing for that. Water sieve. That's gases. I'm looking for... Yes. So what I was talking about was the system I would use to create water out of that. If that makes sense. So I completely forgot I had all that even running. Where is it? Plumbing. So this one would pull any water from the pump that's being pushed in. Okay, so the one problem with that, the polluted water is germy. Yes. We are assuming so. Yeah. But then we would have this pull outside into its own little box where we'd have the water sieve. Water sieve doesn't remove germs. Yeah. So the thought process is that I would essentially use this container for both the polluted water and the normal water that I would use purely for bathroom stuff. So all this pump is doing is trying to pump whatever liquid's in it into this sieve. The sieve would pull the water, if it is water, to be used in the system. Yes, it's germy, but you said that was okay earlier, I'm pretty sure. And then from there, we can have polluted water instead go over here to where we'd have a water sieve that would produce it or turn it into water that I would then just funnel back into here. So it would essentially sit just like right here. And then I would be able to pump the water from here essentially back into the system. And since we have this here, putting clean water here should hopefully kind of push it in that general direction. Now, will this kind of just be making the pump cycle constantly, burning energy? Yes. I don't really know how to fix that, though. Unless I have the germ water get pushed directly into the system. So I'd have like a separate tank for the two. But later on you can automate the pump to only run sometimes. Yeah. There's probably some sort of utility I could make. So if we come down here into computers, weight, gas, liquid element. Okay, so this is what you would need for it, I guess. So I guess for the time being, we're going to cancel all that. Yeah, we're just gonna... Oh. Boop, boop, boop. For now, I think we're just gonna get it kind of set up. And then from there, we will worry about actually doing anything with it. And look, all this polluted oxygen is actually being converted. That is amazing. How are we looking inside the base? Oh, we are looking wonderful. Except for this poor oxygen diffuser that's pretty much being crushed by all the carbon dioxide. But it's fine. That's what we have all the algae down here for. Oh, and since we have the diffuser right here, whenever they walk outside, they're just in oxygen. So even if it is polluted oxygen, it doesn't really have an effect. Now, like, if they come running over here and do all this stuff, yeah, that's gonna be a problem, but it is what it is. They can still get yucky lung, but it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, the hope is that this place actually gets built anytime in the near future. And I can doctor them and make them not have yucky lung. Wait, why do you have popped eardrums? This duplicant was exposed to an overpressurized area that popped their eardrums. That's probably just in here. Room display, germ, decor, ventilation, plumbing. Okay, there's nothing that shows... No, you're just holding your breath. Okay, so... I'm so confused. What area is, like, overpressurized? I don't even know how I'd be able to tell, honestly. Anything over like 2 kilograms of pressure, I think. Yeah, so this room's probably getting close, so that's why I'm going to shut that off. Okay, thank y'all for actually doing this. Holy cow. Okay, just need these 2 done, and then... Okay. A quarantine 6 duplicant. Okay, I can't actually use any of that. Lovely. Probably because they're not the right kind of sick for that. But I'm pretty sure I can just slap a massage table in this room. And it'll become a massage clinic. I just need some decor. So we can put some little corner trims in the room. And call it a day. I am at some point going to have to like split up my power, because I know the moment I make like an actual kitchen, kind of cooked, because the electric stove and everything is power hungry, and it will 100% overload my wires. I don't have any sort of water pump or anything yet. So I want to get at least the pumping system prepared before I even think about this, because I'd rather just start using the polluted water I already have, which has 200,000 germs in it. Speaking of germs, looks like the base is alright for now. Okay, looks like the diffuser's getting the job done. Oh, and these guys need light. So we gotta run this up and across as well. Drop that down and put in a ceiling light. Oh, okay. Well, that might be kind of an issue. So we'll at least build that over. Because this will at least make it so they don't have to make this whole lap. They can just come down. Okay, so these guys do not have enough time to, like, eat and stuff. Yeah, we are out of food. Let's... Yucky lungs. 71 seconds. Okay. Oh? Oh, are we gonna put in the lights? Yeah. Okay, so these guys are now going to be, I believe, 10% more efficient. And I'm just going to let these guys run. What are we at? The 2-hour mark? Okay. Well, I might end it here, because I need to go get some lunch. I might pick it up later on in the day, though, if you feel like coming back. But if you enjoy, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, or follow on whichever platform you might be watching me on. And with that, thank you for the follow. And with that, I will talk to y'all later. Hey, thanks for stopping by. It was great to have somebody come in and just kind of enjoy the game with me.